Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in, taking time out of your busy day to talk some New York Jets football with me. Today, it's specifically Elijah Moore and 5 different play calls or route concepts that I think the New York Jets can dial up for number 8 next year to take advantage of his pretty diverse skill set. Number 1, nothing sexy here. I'm going with a quick out, 5 yards from the slot, right? For the first 95 years of the NFL, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, that's a halfback dive every time. But now teams are often going to a quick out to the number 1 wide receiver. A couple of things we like about this call. Number 1, relatively safe, right? Usually going to be a completion to our guy, or it's going to go out of bounds. And it's also a cover 0 beater. If there's a blitz coming, it's 1, 2, 3, let it rip, move the chains with a quick out from the slot. That's number 1. Number 2, different situation. Say it's 3rd and long. Well, here I like a deep curl. Elijah Moore's ability to run full speed and then stop on a dime may be his best attribute. We saw him pull one of these off against the Miami Dolphins. Xavier Howard covering him. Elijah Moore stopped on a dime. Xavier kept tumbling away like a cartoon. 6 yards of separation. Joe Flacco hit him for a 21-yard gain. We want to see some timing and anticipation routes between him and Zach Wilson. Here's one. It also requires some good velocity from the quarterback. That's not in question with number 2. So route number 2 is a deep curl. Moving on to number 3, I like an out and up. We talked about the out route, right? Well, if a corner is biting on the out on a 3rd and short, we can fake the out route and go up deep down the sideline. We saw Elijah Moore score a touchdown from Mike White on one of these routes in the Indianapolis game. And on these deep shots here, I'm not going to put a go route or a back shoulder fade in here. You know, Elijah Moore, I could go 12 deep. He can do it all. But if I have my choice, I really like to take advantage of Elijah Moore's stop and start ability and his ability to separate at the top of a long breaking route. That is where he gets really, really devastating. So if I have a choice, I'm going to dial up something that takes advantage of that, like the out and up does, or maybe a slant and go like he had for the deep touchdown against Miami. Now, number 4, back to Zach Wilson here. We can't do this in isolation. We have to think about our quarterback and what our quarterback strengths and preferences are. And Zach Wilson's best game, he lived on this dagger concept right here, where you have a slot receiver or a tight end clearing out the safety up the seam, and then you run this deep dig route, and behind it, I like Elijah Moore to be that deep dig. Okay, we're getting good plane of vision from Zach. It's an in-breaking route. It's allowing Elijah Moore to utilize what we just talked about, that devastating separation at the top of a longer developing route. And it happens to be what his quarterback maybe does best so far. Love that. And then finally, really simple here, I like a bubble screen right here. We see this a lot, usually comes out of motion. And Elijah Moore, whenever he got the ball, those touches behind the line of scrimmage last year, he was excellent with his yak ability. Now, I like this better than a tunnel screen because I don't want him in there getting tackled by linebackers. I like to give Elijah Moore the safety blanket of ducking out of bounds with his 185-pound frame. So there it is for me. Elijah Moore, 5 plays that I really like. If you want to keep going into the weeds on this kind of stuff, you can click below to see 3 quarterback reads and 3 different play calls I like for quarterback Zach Wilson heading into year 2. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll talk ball soon.
Hold up.